Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we'll be diving back into Menace, picking up where we left off after our first Overcome mission. We were plagued by heavy artillery during our assault, but that only made its destruction and our following victory that much sweeter. Hopefully, we don't see another one of those in our next operation. We've got a few things to look at before we start our next operation. First off, we have some updates with the factions liking us more. The Backbone, we got up to rank 2, and we looked at some of these before. I wasn't super interested in the dropship, and the D-Rack is interesting, but I've been using quite a bit of um, what are they even called? The hull sections. I have stuff I like in all of them, and so I'm not that interested in a long-term upgrade right now. Um, and I don't really like either of these, but I'm going to take Rocket Run mostly so I can see what the option is for level 2. And then Supply Drop is back. Advanced Medical Bay. See, this could be pretty good for keeping our squaddies alive. We could replace the old Medical Bay with the Advanced Medical Bay. It provides human and machine-assisted medical treatment for the sick and injured. Carefully monitored AI algorithms help quickly identify solutions, which are then relayed to the necessary caretakers. Again, it is way too real. And then we got the Coordination Relay Center, a coordination center dedicated to maximizing impetus response efficiency, +1 to the operation timeout counter. I don't know why we would want this. We haven't had missions meaningfully time out so far. That hasn't been something I've really been considering. We haven't really seen events that are based on timing, like maybe I'm missing something, but so far it just seems to be like our choices roll over every now and again. So that doesn't jump out to me. For Dice of the Gods, again, none of these were that interesting. And for Zane Beecher, the auto laser sentry turret is interesting. But I'm always really dubious about things like this because sometimes they behave really well and sometimes they really, really don't. Um, because sometimes the AI is good or the timing is good or whatever, and they can do a lot of damage, they can be very effective, they can pull aggro, but sometimes they can be incredibly unreliable. Though I'm not like there aren't. I could take the unguided missile, or the rocket run, but I wasn't. Neither of those were jumping out at me, so it feels like, yeah, why not? Let's have some fun. Let's get the auto laser turret. Let's try this thing out. Yeah, we're living a little and have some fun with that. For our squads, I really want to get Rewa the expert pilot. That was something that I want to, because the turning just takes so, like, it just makes it very hard for her to do anything on a walker, and it makes turning really rough. And then there was something else I wanted. Maybe it was an upgrade for Darby. I honestly can't remember. We'll see as it happens. Black Market, we have a bunch of the usual suspects, it looks like. Oh, we have a new type of machine gun. The M10E ESAW, the NZIG Squad Automatic Weapon, or ESAW, is among the most common light machine guns employed by many forces throughout the core world, but also common in fringe systems like the Wayback. It is produced by NZIG, who are known for light and reliable small caliber and high rate of fire systems, ideal for suppressing enemy positions while advancing. So this is like the pirate chain gun, without a lot of its drawbacks. We've got an expensive piece of armor, the Sapresi. This SAPP has been set up for recon forces use with advanced camouflage and additional optical equipment for improved enemy recognition. You can see enemies from farther. It gives you a little bit of concealment. I think that might actually be worse than the Jaeger gear. Like, it gives you pretty good armor, but if you're being stealthy, you're trying not to be shot at. Yeah, and so it's just slight. I think it's mostly just upgraded SAP. Yeah, it's just upgraded Zap. Um, Everything else we've seen before or not that interesting. As far as operations go, we have to choose between a counterinsurgency and Turn the Tide. Turn the Tide has one timer left, counterinsurgency has two, so without a big option to choose, I'll take the one that's gonna end soon. We're up against the Rogue Army again, and we've got a 3-step Turn the Tide. Oh, and it's nice and simple. We don't have to think about things too much. It's a 2-skull. Um, this is a delay mission. The enemy is advancing rapidly and threatens to overrun retreating friendly forces. R&T must sweep in and conduct a fighting retreat to delay the enemy as long as possible. Hold the defense zone clear of enemies for 8 turns by engaging the rogue army early and pinning them down. This is actually got a bit of a bug in it. The description says 8 turns, but the mission objectives say 10 turns. So, to report that. This is an entirely bog standard hold the line. There's nothing special here. It's just hold. We get enemy delayed. We've seen this one before. They have their supply points reduced. So not a lot of choices to be made, not a lot of complications. We're just going to get set up, get ready. It's a clear day. Yes, we got the most bog standard mission we've ever seen. Getting out to that little piece of military equipment could be quite useful for sticking one of our snipers up there and being able to get a large view. Right now we see that they have a tremendous amount of infantry on the field and at least one walker, probably at least 2. I was enjoying having Rewa in a walker. But I am sorely tempted to stick her back in her APC. There's so many Walker chassis right now. We stick her back in the APC, the rocket launcher, and the MMG. Like, this just makes her feel... Are we gonna give her expert pilot? That's gonna happen. I need this.
Another PT test passed.
Yeah. It's so good for her. The rockets just one-shot the walkers, and the MMG suppresses things so well. For a defense mission, we're definitely going to want to bring Pike, and we're going to want to bring him with a deploy weapon. We've recently got this, like, automatic grenade launcher that lobs grenade salvos. And that seems incredibly interesting. If we set him up somewhere like his Pike. There we go, add to mission. But if I set him up like right here, or even just scoot him this way a bit with his fortification, he could lob grenades. And I think we can look at this compared to the King Post M8. The King Post has quite a bit better range, but this one does a lot more damage and suppression and fires more things. Though the King Post M8 has nothing in the elements hit category, so that might just hit everything. Interesting. I want to try this one because the King Post M8 was really didn't look awesome because it like had a really big scatter, and I'm not a huge fan of scatter weapons. Why can't I deploy her? Oh, because it's just a thing there. Okay. And then Darby, you seem less important for a hold mission. You've got a lot of independent stealth stuff, and so for right now, if we take you off the board, that has some potential for equipping some of our other people a little bit better. I might be able to get Ike into the high tier armor and maybe get some of my other squads. Yeah, so I could do something like this and get my other squads loaded up on better gear. I have one smoke grenade if I do it this way. I don't know if Pike cares about having a smoke. I want at least one smoke, but I could give it to Lim because he's much more likely to be in there. And then I could put Lim over here, and I could put you over here. And then Gryfinger could go for the tower to try and hold things. And Pike and Lim could move up and be up amongst the cover at close range with his arc and his armor and his smokes. Pike can hold the front line with the auto launcher. Do I have something that gives increased special weapon uses? I do. That might be even more worth it than a smoke grenade. I definitely want Gryfinger to have the extra weapons because he needs the extra ammo. But I could get rid of the smoke grenades and I could take the extra special weapon uses. That way we can have lots of grenades firing out. And Rewa can head up to support Gryfinger, and if you can only make it to there, that's still okay. Yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. Let's do, we got, what, 2 full squads, 3 full squads, basically, 3 people at full gear, and Pike coming in with some specials. Hoorah! Alright, let's see what we're working with. I was right about this cover. That's gonna be a nice little obstacle. Yeah, the range on this thing is big. Almost too big for you to even be able to see. I really wonder how long the turret will last. Because for a mission like this, there is a temptation to just, like, drop it right here. And just, like, let it come down and hold the middle. And honestly, I'm probably gonna wait 1 turn, but then I'll do it.
Ready, Major.
What?
Again, as we're waiting, we are going to start with our standby.
Sir.
And then Pike, you're quite happy here because you can see basically anything that doesn't just hide right there, he'll be able to hit. And so we're going to deploy him. We're going to set up our heavy weapon. And then we'll give Lim some extra AP.
Ready on my signal. Yeah.
Great, you're a little bit stealthy, so get up to that cover. If we see things, we can abort next turn and cover you in smoke. But if we can make it to that military watchtower, kind of big.
What?
Ready, Major.
Lim, get up there. I want you behind this big cover object, or even behind this one. If I can get him tucked in here, then if something does approach from the west, he can fall back into the cover. If it comes from the north, same thing, and it lets him kind of fight in and amongst things. And at close range, with his ability and his gear, he'll shred anything the road army can throw at him.
Okay, okay.
Even enemy heavy infantry won't stand a chance. And then Rewa, I want you to get pretty far out, but we're not too worried. I'd like you to be a little bit farther forward. I don't think they have their RPGs this time.
Sir.
I didn't see any red notifications on the map. Here is where I want to drop the laser turret, and I almost want to drop it so it's like behind this cover. But I'm not sure what its sight lines are going to be like, so we're going to just chuck this thing right here and see what happens.
Coordinates received.
And it should be coming pretty soon. We'll do a standby.
Sir. Orders?
What?
Yep. Sir.
Pike, you've got nobody in range, so you're the most likely to be out of range, so we'll wait on you.
Yeah.
And I gotta actually remember to not get stuck in unnecessarily.
Enemy spotted.
Ooh. Oh, beautiful. I love conscripts. I love when I get some range on the conscript. I don't think we can get in range. Oh, we totally can. Yeah, we can be incredibly reckless here. They're right on the edge of range, and so I'm pretty okay with it, especially because this will... Yeah. Wasn't confident with prop reserve, but they were high odds. And that's just one enemy down for a small risk. But that's why we give him heavy armor and a bunch of perks, and we have the Travoden. If I miss there, I pop the Travoden and I hide.
Let's see you, bud.
Ooh! 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 Ooh!
Yeah.
So something's got, like, bonus range, bonus sight range or something, because we even have some concealment. Ugh. Let's sneak you up and see what you can see. If I get a little bit out, you should be able to still make it back. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see much of that, so unfortunately get back here and deploy yourself.
Okay.
Alright, Roa, let's see if you can find the friend out there. I don't have the highest hopes, because her view range isn't awesome, but we have some ability to see. But I don't really want to blind fire out here, and so we're just gonna move up. Try and just be ready. We'll face our armor towards the enemy. If I can get a couple of shots off and then back up, I'm happy with that. I don't really want to engage these guys super far out.
Visual acquired.
Those are the mid-tier infantry.
Orders?
What?
Which she does have pretty good damage against. We can just move her up. She has the smoke grenades to fall back on. I really thought, because she still has 7 detection. Getting the officers would be so good. Right now, you guys, they don't have cover, so we shoot these guys and we move up to deal with the officers. Awesome. That's our berserk proc. We move up a little bit to get a bit better accuracy. Officers down. And then, how much will it cost us to turn around? 20? Yeah, because it's still half. We're gonna just back up, because that's 2 more units down, and again, we don't need to kill anything. All we have to do is hold the zone. So I don't want to be overextending unnecessarily. I want to stay back where I can support. Hey, there's my laser turret!
Bring in more.
Whoop.
Sir.
Okay, so these guys are real stealthy. She can't even see them when they're that close. Sentry auto laser turret. Okay, we'll see what that thing does.
Orders? Yeah.
Now that we know where they are, if I can sneak up a little bit, even though we can't directly see them, Greifinger can still put some shots into that spot and put some hurt on them. Nice. I'm not sure if that killed them or not, but we did get a sound effect that makes me think they died. We'll pull a standby on Pike.
Sir.
Hey, there's the Walker. Walker is still very much out of range.
Orders.
Lim, come hide from the Walker. Make sure it doesn't get you. You don't actually see much over here, so I'm just going to tuck you in as far back as I can. Nothing over there. We'll get back over to here. And we're going to hang out and be prepared for that.
Who, sir?
Pike, they're out of range, so you can just hang out for the turn.
Sir.
Alright.
What?
I'm pretty sure those guys are dead from the sound effects we got. So I think we're just out here. Let's pull back to slightly better positions and not be overextended, Roa. We got our couple of kills. We're almost halfway on our timer. I'm happy so far. I don't want to mess this up like I've messed up a few of the other ones.
Movement.
I've been a little bit overzealous in the past. We'll do a standby on you. Let's see how this walker does against our auto laser turret.
Sir.
He's not gonna fire. Okay, I'm okay with that. You're still a little bit out of range, so we're holding off on you.
Yeah.
You don't see anything. I want you to get back to some sort of defensive capability over here, so... Half-foot it, Cody.
Moving.
Another one of those levels where I feel like I haven't seen enough of the enemies for how far we are into the level. Limb, poke your head out.
We got visual.
More conscripts. They're quite far out, but I don't really want to jump out that far to try and shoot them. I'd rather just pull back and be safe. Let them move up for one more turn before I do anything fancy. And then they're still out of range, so you can't do anything.
Sir.
I don't know how to get this thing to fire. We'll see.
What?
Yeah.
For right now, let's hit a standby. Okay.
More for me.
Okay.
Bud, stay there.
What a piece.
Sir.
Okay, so, yeah, so it basically is just a slightly... This thing's got 110, 160. This guy's got 90, 150, so they're about the same. It looks like we fired the same weapon with the 4 laser shots from each of us. The slight increase in armor meant it didn't really take any damage, and it also either has better accuracy or got luckier, but that Sentry Auto Laser Turret did absolutely nothing there.
Orders.
What?
A little bit of a disappointment on that. Hopefully I can sneak Rewa into range, maybe? And try
I can
and
kill
make
from
something
anywhere.
of this if I can get a rocket into its side right after it runs away. Not quite enough range. Rip. Very unfortunate. So we're gonna just keep falling back, a bit more toward our zone. We don't have great cover down here, is my main concern for Greifinger.
With ferocity.
What?
Sir.
How did you guys even get here? Alright, fire your salvo. Okay. It sounds like it did something bad to them.
Yep.
We've got similar accuracy problems. Greif, get into the zone. Are they like gonna be doing a wide flank around? Given where those guys are, I think I have to move Greif over to the east. I'm kind of impressed those guys made it past Lim. Like, did they... Map ends here, so they just, like...
Repositioning.
How did you guys sneak past Lim? He's got sight over here. Very weird. We got a whole bunch of conscripts that I think are about to get a very bad day. Yeah, not quite dead, but they're wishing they were.
Yeah, movement.
Ooh, more conscripts. Nice. I'm gonna fire the ones close to us. They're far away.
They're suppressed.
This is where we want to
Fire mission underway.
use our strafing run, and we'll pop the Traboden here.
Strike them hard and fast.
Ooh, we got a mortar team. Everyone's still out of range of you. If I can shoot these guys, that would be great. Which means we do have to actually move forward to be in range. Ooh! That's an autocannon walker. We don't want to mess with that.
Yes.
Yeah, Lim is
like
just
how you work.
slaughtering conscripts. We only need 40 to get into cover here, so we can spend some shots on this. It won't actually kill it, but you can see armor and
Need more
so that means that if we end up shooting at it later, we'll actually be able to do some real damage to it. I still have no idea how these guys made it up this far.
Sir.
What a useless mistake. We'll do a delay, a standby, see if anything can move. Rest in peace. But it means that we should be able to just mosey to here and get a rocket on that. Nice and easy. Boom. And then she can go hunting for the mortar team out there and try and finish them off.
Sir.
Pike, we'll hold off on you. Greifinger, you're gonna have to be coming back so you can sweep out anything trying to sneak up behind us. Ooh.
Who, sir?
And then Pike, we don't know where these guys are, so fire at the same spot. That sounded like they died. And give Greif a little bit of a boost so you can keep moving. Alright. Knock on wood, so far so good. Lim crushing conscripts out there. Conscripts against Lim is just cruel. That was a good strafing run.
Hoorah, Major!
What?
Lim is
Sir.
heavily
Orders.
armored with a person shredding gun against
What?
conscripts.
Yeah.
He's a menace.
Sir. Sir. Orders?
What?
Yeah.
Greif, I want you to
Moving.
run across. Just make sure there's nobody. The only way we lose this mission is if I have someone cheeky in the
Sir.
side.
Orders?
What?
All right, Roa, go find me that mortar team. Where's that mortar team hanging out? I don't see him, so we're going to smoke her so she doesn't take any damage. Because we're playing it
Sir.
safe than sorry right
Orders? Sir.
now. No one in range for grenades.
About time.
Lim, where's that walker? Hello, buddy. Fired it.
Deflected.
Yeah, you can see the armor is still doing a world of hurt to us. We're gonna just fully get around the corner so it can't shoot at us, because that autocannon will hurt.
Sir. Orders?
So I want to buy myself a little bit of time and a little bit of space. Rowa, keep moving. Once you're through the smoke, you better listen to the mortar team. Where is that mortar team?
Enemy weapons.
There it is. Found you. Then we got a walker over here that needs to be dealt with. Ooh! Another autocannon walker. Now, if I'm correct, the autocannon's scary, but it's not going to do that much damage to Rowa.
Sir.
It'll do no damage if he just runs at me.
Orders?
A little worried about just, going for a little run. Can I see him from there? It won't tell me if I can shoot. Because I mostly want to try and get shots on this thing. It's already lost a lot of its armor. For right now, we'll get Greif into position. We'll deploy him here. His weapon is got decent armor pen, so if they do get in range, but they're pretty out there. Yes, friend, move so I can kill you.
Sir. Orders?
Alright, beautiful. Get in there, Lim. Waste him. Yeah! That's what I like to see. Oh! There's more mortars.
Ready on my
Buff
signal.
him. Ooh, that looks like heavy infantry. Those are
Enemy
customers.
spotted.
About time.
Those are just sad boys.
Sir, orders.
Oh, they died to the fire.
What?
Alright, rocket for you. If I can get to there, yeah, I can rocket you from here. And I can get closer to wherever that mortar team is that's harassing my guys. Rocket! Oh man, I love rockets.
I like this one, Major.
Red was still my hero. They're
Relief
shooting
is
at
coming.
me. And then going somewhere,
Sir.
I guess. Give
Ready
Gripe
on
some
my
bonus.
signal.
It's your turn. There's still a lot of them out there. They've got to have had reinforcements or something. There's more of them than I saw at the start. But they won't be able to make it to the zone, so right now we're just going for kills. I'm feeling pretty confident.
About time.
They have the K-Pack. Yeah, I'm not that worried about K-Pack's efficacy against me. We can get up and just
Taking cover.
scoot to the left so that we're harder to see, and we'll pop the Travotin. Make it so we
Sir.
don't take any extra
Orders.
damage.
What?
Yeah.
Um,
Sir.
You can stand by.
Sir. Yeah.
Turn. We'll get you guys out to here. Maybe we see that you run up a little bit. Nope, you're all cowards. Well, I might apply some suppression, but I don't expect it to.
What?
I think right now we are happily hanging out for the moment. Oh, I did not mean to click that.
Enemy weapons team.
Oh, another weapon team.
That's right.
Oh my
Go
gosh,
on
you can
and
kill a
get
weapon team. That's the first time that's
Let
happened this
me
mission.
have
Oh my
them.
god, there's so many of them. What? There is such a large number that like physically cannot make it to the zone. That's so weird. Because like normally when you have reinforcements in a game, they have, you know, they spawn early enough that they could do something. But these guys,
On our way.
like, they're way too far to ever make it to the objective. Where did... Oh, they went out to there. Okay, I was like, where did they go? Lim has no fear, mostly because we'll be able to go first next turn. And because apparently he can proc Berserk off that. Yeah, get into cover. Oh!
I knew you could do it, Major.
See, this is why heavy armor is so good, because that mortar shot just didn't kill any of my guys. Now you can absolutely, we can even deploy you first. Greifinger, do your thing. Oh, slaughtered. Right now we're just going to clean up some kills. I don't think we get any XP or anything like that for it, but I do believe we get loot. And I like loot. So, smile. And the cost benefit here is so easy because these are basically free. And then just fire out there. Oh, didn't hit him. I don't want to risk a mortar shot, so we're going to call it good there. And yeah, perfect 3-star mission. We do get 15 points. I guess you get more if there's less of them. That doesn't feel right. But perfect mission. No casualties, no problems, no nothing. We got some K-packs, some grenades. We got that DMR that the Jaeger teams use. We got an autocannon. SIP V. Alright, so nothing fancy, nothing terrible, just a solid mission with Rewa. Yeah, you overconfident.
Hazard coming.
You're still frustrated, you're still bruised, but like, look at these numbers on these two. But look at her, just... Oh, she's so good. She's so powerful. Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bog. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Menace and many other journeys to come.